A very good evening. This is Hugo. Have you ever wondered why is it that you have never been able to grow your wealth? Every time when you grow to a certain level of wealth, you are unable to keep the money. And have you also ever wondered why is it that you are earning good money at a good company, yet you feel like you belong somewhere else, you want to leave? And why is it that some people can never stay in relationship? And how is it that some people, despite having good income and good career prospect, they never seems to be able to take care of their family? If you have been wondering about all these questions, then this video is for you. Okay, once again, this is Hugo Tan, and today I would like to share a bit about some of the work we do with our clients. Because there has always been this question, right? Like, what is it that you actually do? Are you like a sales trainer? Or are you like a motivation speaker? So usually I do a small session with them just to give them an idea. For me, I believe a lot in inner game before the outer game. You know, there is a place on communication techniques. There is a place on body language. There is a place for us having all these positive affirmations and positive thoughts. There's a place, there's a time for all those stuff. But for me, I believe, why is it that most people, after attending so many seminars, reading so many books, following so many gurus, yet they cannot achieve the results that they desire? The reason is because their inside is not aligned with what they're doing on the outside. Do you believe that if you have limiting belief inside, that stops you from realizing your full potential outside? If you have some people that actually have childhood trauma, and that stops them from performing their best, whether at work or in relationships with their friends or even their spouse. And do you also realize that for many people, if they are not confident inside, or they do not have a positive self-image of themselves, or they feel that they are not worthy, no matter how much they achieve on the outside, whether they become fitter after going to the gym, or whether they can afford a nicer house and car, or whether they have a larger social circle, at the end of the day, when they are alone, they still feel very empty. They still feel insecure. Have you ever wondered that? That is exactly the kind of work that we do here. Myself and my team actually specializes in doing life alignment and correcting your inner game, getting people aligned, getting salespeople aligned, getting parents aligned, getting entrepreneurs and speakers aligned with their truth, becoming more self-aware of who they are. Many of our decision makings are dependent on our self-awareness. If we make decisions without consulting our identity, without consulting our true north, like in a compass, the true north of ourselves, if there is a diverge between these 2 points, there will always be depression. How is it that some people are more fulfilled? How is it that some people are more inspired to go to work every day? How is it that they are able to bear the long hours? How is it that they are able to build great relationships with people? All this is because they come from a place of self-awareness and self-fulfillment. If you are confident inside, if you are secure inside, if you are happy inside, if you are aligned inside, whatever you do outside, you can do it with a peace of mind. You can do it as an extension of what is inside you, right? And a lot of people, when they hear things like this, they share with me about this concept, Japanese concept called ikigai, right? Like finding the right intersection between what you love, what makes money, and what serves people, right? I mean, that's a great concept to build on. But what we do here is much deeper than that. Basically, we look at 6 areas of your inner game, and we go through it phase by phase. So for most sales training, I realize that a lot of team leaders or coaches, they focus on what is your dream, what is your target, right? And then they work backwards, reverse engineer it back down to what kind of daily actions you should take, what kind of daily habits, how many calls you should make, how many approaches you should make, how many follow-ups you should make. All those are fine. I mean, those are great, man. We do that too. We recommend that too. But do you realize that motivation or inspiration or fulfillment goes much deeper than just your dream? It's not just your dream. You have to consider what drives you. What are your core drivers? Have you ever worked in a job that is not your dream job? You know, all of us when we are younger, we have a dream job, right? Like for example, you want to become a firefighter, you want to become a pilot, or you want to become a teacher, or you want to become a MMA fighter, whatever is it your dream is. And somewhere along the way, when we grew up, right, we took on a lot of different jobs that are not our dream jobs. But have you ever chanced upon something that is not your dream job, but you found a lot of inspiration and motivation to do the job? You feel very fulfilled. Have you ever wondered why? The reason is your drive. As long as a certain job, occupation, or path in your life, or a person matches your internal drive and your values, you immediately feel more inspired to work on it. So that is our second component, right? We have our dreams component, we have our drivers, your core drivers component. We also have a couple of other components. For example, we help people to identify their strengths and weaknesses so that they know what is it that they should put more chips on, right? What they should focus on. There's been no greater tragedy in life than putting a lot of time and energy into something that you are not bright at, only to realize much later in life, had you bet and worked on your strengths, you could have gone much further. And it will be a path of least resistance for you too. So we also help with their strengths, and we also help with their self-image. So these are some of the components that we have. And you know what? We realize that it's not enough to show people who they are and what they can be and what they are capable of. We also need to help them eliminate all this poor conditioning or misguided conditioning that they have, whether it is the conditioning from their childhood, whether there are any limiting beliefs, or whether is it their environment. So we help them to analyze and provide solutions for that as well. So what we pride ourselves doing here is that we provide a very wholesome and comprehensive inner game solutions to our clients. So consider this. What would it worth for you if you can find more fulfillment in your career and in your relationship? Would it be worth it for you to go through a journey, a process with us? What would it mean for you to discover what is it that you're truly good at? What tasks that you can truly excel in? What kind of career you are truly suitable in? What would it mean for you? What would it mean for your future? What would it mean for your family? To see their father, to see their husband, to see their wife, to see their friend being so fulfilled inside out. You can see they are radiant every day. You feel they have more energy. What do we mean for you? What do we mean for you to remove all those limiting beliefs that you have, that you are not good enough, that you can never be rich, that money is evil, that you are not deserving of love? What will it mean for you if you can take all these things, crumble it, and flip the script. What will it mean for you if you are able to do that? So with this sums up our rough sharing about what is it that we work at Team Hugo, right? For us, is a very meaningful endeavor because we look forward to see a day where more people can be fulfilled, right? More people can be more self-aware of what drives them, what buttons they must push, what jobs they can do, what tasks they can excel in. How can we hire the right candidates for your organization? How can you find the right partners? How can you have better teamwork? How can you build a culturally driven company, right? So all these things are very exciting for us because we always say is, right, if your voice and vision in the inside is louder and clearer than the noise and norms on the outside, that is when you have achieved true success, my friend. That is when you can put a smile on your face, right? So I wish you the best of luck. I wish you more self-awareness. I would like to invite you to explore your true capability and spread the message to your team, to your organization. So if you'd like to learn more, do drop us a message. We will get back to you with some of our resources that perhaps you can consider implementing or studying. Who knows? It might just improve your life, your family, and even your organization. With this, thank you, and we'll see you in the next video sharing. And this is Hugo Tan. If you have any comment, do comment below. And if you are on Instagram and Facebook, do follow us. Do follow our work, and let us know what you would like to hear more about. Take care.